Welcome back to another video. Now there is this TikTok that is floating around on other social media platforms as well. It was originally uploaded to TikTok and then on other social media platforms, and this thing went kind of viral. Now why did it go viral? Well, apparently it is about this young woman who sat in a car and started recording herself, which I don't know why all these TikTokers are doing that. It's sort of became very popular to just sit in your car and talk about whatever complaints you have. But she sat in a car and talked about how pretty lonely she was and how she was desperately looking for love. And honestly, that is a beautiful thing to want, because there are so many people out there in the world who are looking for love and they are having a really hard time to find it. And I think one of the reasons is we live in a world where it is number one to see their appearance first. We fall for appearance first, and personality usually comes after that. In most cases, it's the looks that people see first, and then personality after. So, looking at this woman, however, to me, she's a very pretty woman, very attractive. And she was complaining about how she's unable to find love. And of course, that begs the question, why is she incapable of finding love? What exactly is going on here? Well, I have the TikTok in front of me on my tablet, and we are going to watch it together. And we can always theorize, because we don't know this woman and we don't really know the full story, how she behaves in her daily life, what she does. But we can always theorize and come up with our own theories. So let's watch it together.
Quick question. Are you f***ing kidding me? Like, I am so sick and tired of just everything right now. Everyone is so quick to say, stop doing this, stop thinking like this, stop telling me I'm wrong. I have literally convinced myself at this point, based on everything that everyone's telling me, my therapist, my family, my friends, that I'm just doing everything wrong.
Okay, I just paused right there because apparently, according to her family, her friends, even her therapist, are telling her that she's doing everything wrong. Now, of course, like I said, we don't know this woman. We don't know what she does in her daily life. We don't know how she behaves. So I can't really say that much about it and what she has been doing wrong. But I do have to say that if everyone that's close to you, even your therapist, tells you that whatever you're doing is not working, you're approaching things the wrong way, maybe they might have a point, and maybe you should listen to them. Because it's not just one or two people that are saying it to you. It's not like, oh, it's my mother and one of my many friends that I see every so often that is telling me that I'm doing everything wrong. These are a lot of people that are telling her that she's wrong. And she is saying, stop telling me I'm wrong. She believes that she's right.
I'm healing wrong. I'm thinking wrong. I'm training wrong. I'm doing relationships wrong. Everything I do is fucking wrong. And I'm so sick of it. Stop comparing. It's not even about comparison. Like, I genuinely just want love in my life so badly.
Sorry to pause again, but she goes on to say that, this isn't about comparison, stop comparing. I do agree with her on that, because how many of us are tired when our parents tell us, oh, your distant cousin that you never really speak to, that you don't even know, yeah, he is much more successful than you are. Oh, do you know our neighbor's kid? Yeah, he wakes up earlier than you. Or, oh yeah, do you see this person that you've probably never seen or spoken to? Yeah, they're doing much better than you. We hate being compared to other people. We hate being compared because we don't need to hear how well other people are doing or doing better than us. So I kind of agree with her on that. We shouldn't compare anyone to anyone, okay? Because it just doesn't work. Nobody likes it.
It's literally not about anyone else. It's just about me and what I want. and being fucking over the fact that I don't have it. I feel like I have done so much work on myself. I have built a beautiful life for myself. I'm happy with my life where I'm at, my job. I'm successful. I'm independent. I'm healthier than I've ever been.
Okay, those are some very telling stuff. So she goes on and says, it is about what I want. That is something I feel like she could have formulated differently. She could have used different words instead of saying, this is what I want, this is about me, because it just sounds wrong. It doesn't really make you seem like a very generous or humble person. It makes you look like a selfish person instead, self-righteous and maybe a little bit delusional. I think she should have phrased that differently to maybe, make her seem a little bit more genuine. And she continued on, saying, I'm successful, I'm independent, I've worked a lot on myself, I've done all these great things. How am I single? I think we may have found some theories to talk about, but let's continue.
I take such good care of myself. Truly, the only thing I'm missing in my life is someone to enjoy it with. And I'm so sick of waiting. Like, when is it going to be my turn? What more do I have to do to fix myself before I'm just allowed to be happy? Before I'm allowed to meet this universe soulmate person that God supposedly has for me? How much harder do I have to pray and manifest and wait? I feel like I'm being punished for something I didn't do. And I'm just so tired. I'm so tired.
Okay, very interesting perspective. She believes that she is being punished by God. And I don't think it has anything to do with God. And these are also some very telling things. That she believes that she's being punished right now. Even though she believes that she is pretty flawless because she went, fix myself. So, not a good look.
I don't expect a lot. I just want love in my life so bad. I want my life partner. Am I just supposed to be alone? Like, is that the message? That this beautiful life I've built for myself, like, it's just supposed to be me in it alone? Like, I know I have my dog and I love him so much, but like, I need love. All of my friends have their fiancés and their boyfriends and their husbands that they prioritize. Like, as far as I'm concerned, I've been left behind.
It's interesting that she talks about her friends and how they all have boyfriends, fiancés, and husbands, and they prioritize them over choosing just themselves or just thinking of themselves. I think she really projected her insecurity right here by saying that, this is what I want. I'm all this, I'm all these great stuff. I have built this life for myself. I'm strong, I'm independent. Okay, I understand that it can be hard. I understand that you're looking for love. And it's a beautiful thing to want it. But I'm starting to think that maybe your family and your friends and your therapist have some really good points that maybe you are doing some stuff wrong.
And I really just want to find that person that matches my energy and wants to build a life with me. Is that so hard?
Well, that was a very telling and personal video that she shared with all of us to watch. And I do have to say that, of course, when she was starting to tell her story to all of us and how she felt so lonely and wanted love and everything, it's, of course, something that's pretty sad when you just can't find love, even though you're maybe trying really, really hard. And there are a lot of people who are struggling. Don't get me wrong. There are a lot of people who are looking for love. They might have a heart of gold, but unfortunately, we live in a world where looks come first and personality comes second. So it might just end up with yeah, you're not my type, so they're not even given a shot, even though they might have a wonderful personality and they might be the most humble and generous person that you will have ever met, and they could probably make you very, very happy. But not many people are given chances to prove that they can be a decent husband to someone, a decent partner, life partner to someone. And like I said, when I looked at this woman, I thought, I mean, you're a very pretty woman. You're still very young and you probably still have a lot of potential. But when she started off saying that everybody around her was telling her she was wrong, and she said that they need to stop telling her that she is wrong because she obviously doesn't believe that she is. One red flag right there, because I feel like that maybe if everybody around you is saying that you're approaching things the wrong way, then maybe you should listen to them. Second, how she described herself. She went by saying, I'm independent, I'm successful, I'm happy, I'm healthy, which is all wonderful for her. Kudos to her. I wish her all the best. But maybe that is one of the things that are causing all these problems. You have very high expectations set because you are at a certain level and you expect your life partner to match you. Unfortunately, there are not many people who might be as successful as you are. They might be less successful, but still can manage, can still live, no problem. They're not, suffering from poverty or whatever. But maybe because she has such high standards, because of all the things that she, of course, has already achieved in life, she wants someone to match her, and that might be very, very difficult. That's red flag number 2 for me. I think that she has very high expectations, high standards. Then she proceeded to also say, quote unquote, fix myself, which is also something that I didn't really feel like she should have phrased it that way, because that is kind of a red flag number 3 for me. What do you mean that there is nothing about you to fix? You're not perfect. Nobody is perfect. And I'm pretty sure she's not implying that she is. But I don't feel like she believes she has to really work on herself because she has done all of that work. She works out, she's healthy, she works hard, she's successful. All of that. Great, wonderful. And then, of course, she started tearing up and saying, when is it going to be my turn? I feel like I'm left behind. Everybody else has already found someone that they're sharing their life with, and I feel like I'm being punished. And I feel like maybe when you talked about not comparing, maybe you shouldn't also be looking at what your friends have and you don't, because now you're comparing yourself to your friends. Maybe you shouldn't do that because you didn't like it when other people did that to you, so maybe don't do it yourself. I know it's difficult, but there are plenty of ways to meet new people. And I'm not sure how her dating life is. Maybe she goes on plenty of dates, but maybe it's because of the high standards that she has. It's very difficult for her to find someone that actually matches her and is on the same level as her. In the very beginning, you might feel a little bit, sad for her and think everybody should deserve love. Everybody should deserve to have someone to share their life with, to start a family with. And you might start blaming. I'm not going to, blame anyone for anything right now. I'm just theorizing here. The things that I've seen in that video, those are my theories about her. They're not facts. But I went ahead and did a little bit more research on her TikTok page because I'm pretty sure this was not her first TikTok. And so I decided to look at her TikTok page and see what other videos she might have uploaded. And then I came across a very interesting one. Let's watch. What an interesting video, isn't it? Seeing how she just goes and she just says right there on the TikTok, it says how it feels knowing I'm not responsible for anyone's dumb son with Peter Pan syndrome and have turned all my pain into gains. And she is dancing with a nice cold drink and having the time of her life apparently. Well, there is a couple of things I want to say about that. She has probably had some men who were interested in her, but turned out that maybe they had a kid, and maybe one or two of them that she has met and had a date with, maybe their kid had some issues, some mental issues, some kind of syndrome, as she also says in her TikTok. And she, of course, doesn't want a man who already has a child. She does not want that responsibility. She doesn't want to take care of someone else's child. And that's valid. I understand that you want to go into a relationship or a marriage and not already have kids to take care of. You want to take care of your own kids. You want to make your own family and take care of your own family. I understand that. But her phrasing in this video is so wrong. Saying how that she just doesn't feel responsible for anyone's dumb son. Okay, that's insulting. And also with Peter Pan syndrome. Okay, I'm starting to feel like that maybe you really do have issues that you need to work on. Maybe you need to lower your expectations, and maybe you shouldn't be uploading TikToks like this to really showcase what kind of personality you have, which I believe is pretty bad now. In the beginning, when I saw the first video and you were talking about how lonely you felt and how you felt you were being punished and wanted love that badly, I felt sorry for you. I genuinely felt sorry for you. But then, of course, there were some red flags in that video, but I was like, you know what? Fine, she phrased it that way. I'm not gonna pay too much attention to it. But then I found that video, and my empathy towards her just went down. I grabbed my sleigh and I started slaying downwards so quickly to get away from her. It might sound pretty bad when I phrase it that way, but if she's gonna phrase things that way, then I'm also going to phrase it my way. I don't think that she's a very nice person. I think that she believes she deserves the world and more. She is delusional, and I really do believe that her friends, her family, and her therapist are definitely right when they say you are doing things wrong. And that's all I have to say about it. I would love to hear what you think about this particular person and the two videos that I showed. I would love to hear your opinions and your theories about what kind of individual we are dealing with here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.